So, hello everyone and welcome back to another Mercedes video. So in this week's video I'm going to be showing you how I massively improved my gear selection on my Mercedes 310D with the 711.113 gearbox. I bought all new bushes from Mercedes because they do sell them, and I also bought new arms to come off the gearbox. Now, what I did before I took anything off was took reference pictures and put a line down the centre of the shaft, as you can see here, so that I know roughly where those arms go back on. It doesn't have to be exact, and I'll show you why later because we'll go into setting it up, and especially the fact that I'm using different arms, they weren't in the same place anyway. But I'll show you how to properly align it so it feels like new, because mine was terrible before. So all you need to do is remove these clips here, as you can see, and then you can remove the bars just like this. So we have one arm here. This is the first and reverse one that Mercedes do not sell. They come with these bushes, but I'm not sure if these are bushes or just plugs, I don't know. Now I went ahead with using the orange ones because they appeared to have less play than the Mercedes ones I'd bought, because I think they're more rubbery, so they were a tighter fit, so therefore had less play. These are the white coloured Mercedes ones, and here's the part number for them. But these are a lot harder plastic. I bought 9 of these thinking I needed 6, so 3 spare, but actually you only need 3. But if you buy these arms, you might not need any if you choose to use the orange ones. If anyone says don't use them, maybe they wear easier, so I've kept these anyway, obviously. But yeah, just so you know, the orange ones do work, so technically you don't have to buy the white ones. So far, so good. Oh, and thanks Ben for the tea. Here's the part number for the other side of the bars that we removed. It is A2109920010. And then here is the part number for the metal clips that secure onto the end, 00009942960. So to get the little black bushes in that I'm doing, you can't really see, I used a pair of pliers to get them in. That was pretty easy, and to get the old ones out, but also a vise can help as well if you've got one like we also do. But I was just trying different methods in case I ever needed to change them on the road, and pliers do work if you're stuck in a situation. So bad news on yesterday's job. The linkage snapped because basically the splines in the new arms aren't Mercedes, so they're probably slightly different. So that when I found the closest notch, it was slightly out, which meant sliding sideways. You've got like pins in there, and I'll show you how to align it when we get the new bit. But basically this needed to move because it wasn't sliding across in neutral nicely to the first and reverse. This is first and reverse. So what we need to do is undo these a bit and then move this to the right place, and there's aligning pins, and as I say, I'll show you. But then yeah, that snapped, so I was like, oh shit. But I managed to find one on eBay after asking a few people. No one had a bar. I then managed to find just this alley piece with the goes the bush there, and that goes on there like that. Managed to find that for £7 on eBay, and there was only one, and it should come tomorrow. I ordered it last night. It said Wednesday to Friday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so that's hopeful. But hopefully it should. And then what I'm going to do today is loosen all these off with WD-40, take the other ones off as well. So yeah, I'm going to loosen them all off and then ready for aligning, and yeah, as I say, I'll show you that later.
Army welder.
And me.
You are?
And me. Brake cleaner in bottom like that. Oh, look at that piece of piss.
It's got more funnels. Like a pounder's on that.
Okay, that's that one off now. The broken one is off. Ready for the new one now.
Good.
That came off really easy, putting it in the vise and using 2 spanners and doing it properly, rather than trying to use 1 spanner and lever off the pin.
You mean you cost yourself £6 by
£7.
£7?
£6.99.
Free postage.
Yeah, £6.99 free postage. Yeah, basically, don't be a twat, just do things properly. Especially when old rare van parts and you don't even know if you can get them. Oh no, only one of these is released. Alright, that's that one loosened now. So that's that moving freely, ready to adjust up. Nice. That was really easy. So you want to slacken them off enough so that the aluminium cast piece moves enough so you've got enough play when you put it on and you can align it properly. You stole my screwdriver! So I do apologise, I didn't get any footage of putting the lever arms back onto the gearbox or even taking them off in the first place. But to take them off, they are quite fragile, that's where people tend to break them, so that's why I bought new, but mine typically did not break and it was a different piece that broke. And then to put them back on, I used a bit of copper slip around the shaft and then lightly tap them on with a rubber mallet such as not to damage them, because they are quite fragile cast aluminium. I did have to use the same bolts from the old arms, so if you could source new ones that would be even better, seeing as my new ones off eBay did not come with nuts and bolts. So, if you're looking to do this, that is how the linkages go. It's taken me a while to get them in the right order, because I forgot and then had to look back at my picture, so always take a picture, but here's mine for reference as well. Thanks Ben, I got that. So, if you look up here, you might be able to see that there's holes in these metal brackets. Now what you need to do is get a screwdriver in between this locator thing and then into all of those holes in each 3 of the arms, and then that locks it in neutral, so your gear stick should then slide nicely in neutral. And once you've got it locked, the screwdriver locked in there, then you know where these are meant to be, because you've loosened these off, so they've just automatically adjusted themselves. And then you evenly do both the nuts up either side and lock them off with 2 individual spanners to not carefully snap these, as I experienced. I've got to be very careful now because we've got no backup. I wanted to buy more, but there was no more available. And then this side, you just got that, and then the clip will go in after. So yeah, make sure they're all in their resting positions, so they're all nicely out of gear, not in gear obviously. And then once these are all in neutral, you've got a screwdriver through there, that'll all align it. And then you do up the 2 nuts, take the screwdriver out, and you should have a nicely set up gear linkage system. So my nice long screwdriver was too fat, so we had to use a coat hanger wire instead, which actually worked really well for those interested. How did it feel though? They seem to have moved a bit more, like they've settled in now.
You know, it felt right for the 30-year-old Mercedes.
Oh, that sounds good.
Feels good.
Yeah, okay, put it in reverse then. Oh no, don't do that! Shit! Gotta take the pin out first. Twat!
Yeah?
Now put it in reverse. Hey, it goes in. Right then, first. Yeah, that's first?
Yeah.
Okay, second. Third. Fourth. No, that's second. That's it, 4th, and then 5th. Yeah. So that's all the gears located, really easy. Got reverse, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. And they're more tactile than they ever were. Got lovely spring to the handbrake, gear stick. And it's just much more tactile and you know you're in the gear, because before it was a bit like, did that go in? Did it not? Because there's so much play everywhere, and you know there's still a fair bit of play, but I think it's better than it was before, and it definitely clicks into gear more, so you know you're in. My friend could barely find the gears before, and now he can, so that just says something. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Quick test drive, which I'll put in at the end of the video. But yeah, if you did like it and you have a Mercedes T1 and you think this video could be helpful or future things, then please do subscribe. It just centered itself and I just popped it into third. Usually I would have to move it across, it would never